that's a great segue. I have another one that you're obsessed with, an actress this time.
Okay.
You were freaking disturbingly obsessed with Angelina Jolie.
I was.
For a long ass time.
You gotta look. First of all, this was at the height of her like interesting wild child era, and then of course she was mad hottie. Now I know what some people are gonna say. Guy, she has 10,000 kids. She's a skeleton. You're an orb. It's not meant to be, guy. I never had those fucking, delusions that I was gonna 69 with her till the break of dawn. But there was a day and time when this was the top tier, guy. And this picture, I think, proves it, guy. Pretty smoking hot. And if you don't say that's hot, then there's something wrong with you, guy. I'm sorry, you gotta live in Mars or something, but this is pretty smoking.
Actually, Ahab, it is scientifically proven that picture sucks my nuts. This one, on the other hand, is freaking great. And if you disagree with that, you stink.
All right, guy, what do they call you again? Neil Distinct Like Ass Tyson, I think? I think we could both agree that this picture right here is where it's at, baby. Thoughts?
I had picked the last one because it had a mad armpit in there, I'm not gonna lie. But this one's got mad titties. So I think we can both agree this one's pretty great. Fact.
So all these elements stuck together at the right moment, and I was like,
and you were like, I'm gonna have to buy 7,000 Stone Monkey action figures from Tomb Raider.
So if you've seen Tomb Raider, you probably don't remember this boy because fucking irrelevant as shit, man. Man, Tomb Raider was a movie, wasn't it? Angelina Jolie as Lara Croft doesn't fight anything except for a corny ass robot at the beginning, and then like 10 hours later, you're like, what's going on? You wake up to see her fighting these goddamn monkeys, man. And they fall apart immediately, guy. So I guess the toy makers were in quite the conundrum because they were like, well, we got a hero, but we ain't got jack squat as far as somebody she can fight. So they just kind of leaned in on the monkey thing, guy. Thing is, nobody gave a flying shit about them. And there they were, guy. Fucking toy aisles clogged up to the gills with these bad boys, guy. They were literally becoming stone in the aisles.
I was pretty young when this movie came out, but I still have the memory of the stone monkey, mainly because one day I was walking down the aisles of KB Toys and suddenly I was trampled by an avalanche of freaking stone monkey dolls, guy. They destroyed my legs, and to this day I have not been able to heal. It's not good. I wear the scars of the stone monkey and it weighs heavily on my mind, guy. And that, my friend, is why my name is Harry Knowles. Fact!
Thank you, monkey.
Like about 10 years after the movie was out, these guys right here might have led to the destruction of KB Toys. So, yeah, I didn't buy any, guy. And back then I was buying whatever the fuck. Especially my girl Angie was in it, guy. I didn't buy this monkey, though.
We're taking this goddamn monkey because I love this guy. I love him.
It would be great if we could hire more monkeys to do our job for us while we're gone. Like a team of monkeys to run the bar, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, they're all out of work now, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Hollywood decided you can't beat them no more, so they had to set them all free.
I never bought fucking Stone Monkeys, guy. I got the good Tomb Raider figures that actually look like her. But I did have, like, a lot of her movies at the time, up to a certain point. So let me just clarify here. When I said I had all her movies up to that point, I didn't just mean that, guy. I had a literal wall with all her movies pinned up to it. Like, they were in little baggies and they were pinned up to it. And it was extremely pathetic. In retrospect, I can admit that. What made me kind of realize that was one day I had a chick over. And, she was nice about it. But you could read that fucking room loud and clear, guy. She was not having the fucking Angie on the wall thing. And it wasn't like a jealousy thing. It was just like, this is pathetic, guy. Get this shit off the wall and ASAP. So, that might have started the death of the Angie thing. But I'll tell you what nailed the death of the Angie thing. And I'm gonna preface this with this. I'm not trying to body shame here. Because look at me, guy. I'm literally a fucking man harpy. But Angie be having some insane vein game, guy. That vein game is nuts. What is that, guy? I mean, I know she's a thin, as aforementioned, skeletal woman, but that's nuts, guy. Pretty sure she terrified her kids with them. I don't know, guy. Maybe I'm tripping balls here, but that vein game, I gotta get Guntik's thoughts on this vein game, guy.
That's some gruesome ass vein guy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, boop.
Admittedly, at that time, she wasn't in a lot of good movies.
Yeah.
There was a lot of shitty movies, but she was in some great ones, like Girl Interrupted and shit like that. But it was kind of one of those, like, maybe if she would have been consistently a movie, that would still be going on, you know?
No, you totally left
I don't
her.
hate.
You left her, guy.
Nah.
Thank you, monkey.
I can throw you one for me that I
Okay.
can't believe you didn't freaking remember.
Okay.
Swing music.
Yeah,
I was a hardcore swing guy. And mainly the freaking revival shit from the 90s.
So I know we have a lot of younger viewers that may have been like literal fetuses and or not even born when the neo swing movement was a thing. But in the 90s, for a fucking microsecond, guy, swing music, big band music came back and it roared to life. There was fucking a whole scene centered around it. People were dancing. How did they get these skills? I don't fucking know, but they were fucking dancing on the floor, swing style. We couldn't find any footage of the time that wasn't in Gaga quality, so this is pretty close. And it was crazy. People were dressing up in zoot suits, and there was movies made, not necessarily about the scene, but integrating the scene into them. You know, like Swingers, adequately enough. The Mask had a bunch of shit, which is really where Guntik first heard it. But we both got into the music. Obviously, we weren't swinging. The only thing we were swinging around was our fucking big fat guts. But we really got into it because we like a lot of retro style stuff and music and shit, and a lot of great bands like Royal Crown Review and fucking not Big Bad Voodoo Daddy, Atomic Fireballs, shit like that. There was even bands that weren't even known for this that made an album that defined them entirely as swing bands to a lot of people. I'm looking at you, Cherry Poppin' Daddies, but now are like, damn, homie, we shouldn't have done that because that's all people remember us for. Even though people fucking, like I said, this scene was like a microsecond long. The moment it was unpopular to even think about swing, people were like, nah, that never happened, guy. I never fucking swung on the dance floor like there was no tomorrow. What the fuck, guy? You were literally greasing your hair and then putting on your little zoot suits and tapping across the fucking dance floor, guy. What happened? I don't understand how mass delusion and denial happened that quick, but it happened faster than when people pretended they didn't like 300. What was that, guy?
Anyway, that kind of died because there's no real new shit.
That's the bad part. That's a movement that I felt
Super
got killed too early.
Yeah.
Got killed too early.
Now,
Anyway,
I got two last ones.
okay, shoot.